What's up? What's up? What's up? Pat got his preacher pickup. Oh my gosh. You got your
I,
preacher pickup.
I need for you to turn today in your Bible to the 31st chapter of the book of Negrolations.
Not Negro relations.
Round in the 20th verse, you will find these words. You told Harpo to beat me. All of my life, I've had to fight. I've had to fight my brothers. I had to fight my uncle. Had to fight my daddy. Girl, child just ain't safe in the family. Men, touch your neighbor and tell your neighbor, neighbor. But I never thought I'd had to fight in my own
Oh,
house.
Jesus.
Yeah, I loves Harpo. Yeah, God knows I do. What's
Why?
going on, girl? What's going on, girl?
Why? Why? Why are we like, see, if that just set the tone for the rest of the show. Oh, oh, Jesus.
What's happening, people? What's happening, family?
What's
Y'all,
up,
welcome,
fam?
welcome, 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 welcome.
Why are we like this? I am over here laughing and crying real tears. Like, goodness gravy. Okay. What's up, peeps? It's your girl, Nick. And as you can see, Pat got his preacher pick up. I'm going to get you another picture, sir.
Hey, don't hate on me because my profile picture is gorgeous. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
I would get you. I would get you an appropriate pick for the convo. We don't need your preacher pick.
I tell you what, though. I tell you, put the Superman pick up. Put the Superman pick up. They can have it.
No, that see you
the
finna
super,
make me. You
the
finna make
Superman
me
with
say
the
something.
with the cognac. Yeah, with the cone, with the cognac.
You was finna make me say something.
Don't say it. I'm sure that's an FCC law against what you about to come out your mouth right now. You gonna get us shut down? And you know, StreamYard don't give refunds. We don't give refunds around here, sir.
See what had happened was what
We must say
Superman
that
pick? What Superman
we
pick with the cognac? We thought he was a preacher. Why he got a Superman pick with a cognac?
hey, I
Uh,
was talk I had to call a preacher friend of mine the other day, tell him I said, say, brother, I need you to turn your location off. You just checking at the strip club.
stop it.
Turn your location off. He said, I'm in there for some thighs and breasts. I said, you know what? Keep it biblical, Reverend. Keep it biblical. Keep it biblical.
Keep it on low, 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 low.
Y'all, what's up, family? We love y'all, man. Welcome to the combo with Nick and Pat, man. Glad to have y'all on tonight, man. Glad to have y'all here.
Oh, I'm trying
Nick,
to
how
stop
are you
laughing.
feeling? How are you feeling? Talk to us. You've had a hell of a week, girl. What's going
Hey,
on with you?
hey, Coley. Oh my God. What'd you say, Pat? I see I'm still laughing. I didn't even hear nothing. You
No, I just said, how are you? I said, you've had a hell of a week. I said, how you feeling?
oh, I'm okay.
I'm gonna need for you to stop laughing. I'm gonna need for you to quit it. You showing out. You show you we got company. You know how mama is when we got company, mama. Don't let mama have to take you in that bathroom with that fly swatter.
Okay, but I'm still stuck on the Superman and cognac. And then the pastor going for some breast.
I told him, I said, Reverend, turn your location off. Turn your location off, Reverend.
Oh, jeez.
You
Okay.
just checked in at the strip club. He said, he said he's in there doing the Lord's work. You hear me? That part said he was on the mission. He said, go ye, Go ye therefore. He said, go ye there. He gonna keep it biblical. He said, go ye therefore, baptizing, teaching them to observe the one and the two. Huh? Y'all let me stop. Let me quit.
Pat is going to make me pee.
People gonna be like, what is
Coley,
wrong?
I know, Coley.
we are having we are having mandatory drug testing for all participants of the Nick and Combo with Nick and Pat.
Oh, geez.
Please show up for our mandatory drug testing. You must show up.
Okay. I'm sorry, family.
We love y'all.
Peace out. And that is the show tonight on Black Excellence. Oh my God. So um I can't read nothing on the screen. I left my glasses at work. Oh Jesus. Hey fam, and yes, it has been a week, Pat. Thank you. I am surviving. I'm still exhausted, but um it's all good. Maybe this weekend I'll get some sleep. I don't know. I don't know because it's V Day weekend, and I don't know if I have plans or not. So we shall see what happens. I don't know, but I'm sleepy, but I'm good. So yeah, how are you? You've had a rough week too.
Yeah, it's all good. Been getting some much needed rest. No complaints. No
Well,
complaints.
scoot on over so I can get some rest too. Maybe your rest can rub off on mine. Cause I'm tired. Like I really am. I'm tired. So thank y'all for joining us tonight. We're gonna continue our conversation on Black excellence. Pat, do you want to remind people what Black excellence is?
Um, we go.
Red cup in it tonight, and it's water. It's nothing else. It is water. I don't have my tea tonight.
I'm gonna just just say it in simplicity. Remember, we talked about the standard, and the standard is we always say it's above the line.
Mhm.
Going back to school, living above that line. Um, we definitely um, we have been inundated in our culture with it has to be a LeBron James, and it has to be a Kobe Bryant, and we don't necessarily see excellence um, in those who just simply show up every day to do what they do. And so when we say excellence, it's in every capacity, in every form, in every way. It's simply showing up every day. It's the basic. You know what? Reality is this, and let's just say it this way. I heard a CEO say these words. If you don't know who the janitor is of a building, of a company, if you don't know who the janitor is, then that simply means that you are not a person worth knowing,
Mm.
because you should know everybody is significant. Everybody is important, including the people that when you leave your desk, come by your office and pick up your trash. Everybody is significant. The people that, you know, um, that do the what we call the little things, the grunge work. Everybody praise the doctor, but nobody knows the nurse's name, who knows how to carry out the doctor's orders. So when you saying Black excellence, that's despite your challenges, your background, where you come from, who you are, simply showing up every day and just simply being consistent, doing the hard things, doing the hard work, and being consistent no matter what. No matter what. It's those leaping over those hurdles, those obstacles, financial obstacles, uh, generational obstacles. You can't help where you came from and who you was born to. Um, you know, if you had a choice, yeah, we'd all be born uh, to the Drummonds, and if anybody know who the Drummonds are, that's different
Different
strokes.
strokes today.
Yeah, we'd all love to be born where we have butlers and maids and limousines taking us to school, but some of us had to get it, as we say, out the mud.
Exactly. So, just for your consideration and remembrance, um, it is when you consistently show up and show out and demonstrate your prowess, your continuity, your ingenuity, your success, your intelligence. You constantly show up despite racism, despite the challenges, despite the barriers, despite
Indeed.
whatever. That is Black
Mhm.
excellence. And for your reminder, you are excellent every day you wake up, regardless to whether you the janitor or the CEO.
The bottom is a little warm. Thank you.
Um, y- you are excellent regardless of who you are, what your station is in life. You are excellent, and you choose to be excellent every day. So, in continuation of the conversation today, we thought we would talk about where we have dropped the ball, because there is a difference between the pursuit of excellence now and in the past. And we touched a bit on this last week when we just had the general conversation. We were talking about like how everybody now expects to get a trophy, be it participation or you won. Everybody, the expectation is everybody gets recognition for having participated. And I want to submit to you is that that is the beginning of the end of the pursuit of excellence, because people now think all you have to do is show up. Thoughts, Pat? Oh, he's on mute. Okay.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. I was trying to get my finger off the button. I I wholeheartedly concur. Um, we have literally. I gave an illustration in our video today about what dropping the ball actually looks like. Um, and maybe some of you may not be football fans, but I'm most certainly a football fan. And Utah Oregon game, um, my boy Kalen was doing his big one. Went 79 yards, caught the ball, ran down to the end zone, and right on the 1 yard line, he dropped the ball. They were in the end zone celebrating, and everybody's celebrating. The crowd is celebrating. The band is going off. Everybody is doing their thing. But the referee never raised his hands to signify that it was a touchdown. And the other team is literally peeping game. Thank you. No problem. They're peeping game. And then what they decide to do, they realize, hey, a touchdown haven't been gained because it has to be, there we go. It has to be made official. And it wasn't made official. So because it wasn't made official, he grabbed the ball, picked it up, ran 99 yards the opposite way, and we have a touchdown. To piggyback off of what you said, participation. Notice the crowd was participating. The players came into end zone and celebrating. Everybody's participating in what they thought was a win, but he did not complete the task. The task was, see, no matter how good you look in the uniform, no matter how fast you are, no matter how tall you are, no matter how much you weigh, the most important thing on that field is the ball. And you have an offense and a defense, and somebody has to get that ball over the goal line. It's one person's responsibility to get it there, it's somebody else's responsibility to stop, to impede. But at the end of the day, the ball is the one that's important. But we've made the people the celebrities and the stars. Now, just imagine everybody go out there in the field and you got 11 people on both sides of the ball, but you have no ball. What do? You stand there and you wait on somebody to put a ball on the field.
Mm.
And we are celebrating people just showing up, and you're showing up, but that's not the requirement. What's the object? What is the thing that is driving you to success? What's the plan? What's the goal? What's the dream? What's the purpose? What's the field? What's the degree? Where's the business? What is it? That's the ball that's on the field. I'm just the player. And Nick, a lot of people are showing up and they're just waiting on their participation. And we have dumbed down excellence because we say, hey, everybody just gets something for showing up. But nobody, I've never been given credit for
For showing up.
losing.
I've never been given credit for showing up, and I've never been given credit for losing. I mean, you get that saying, you get what you pay for.
Come on now.
I feel like that's the same thing about when you're pursuing excellence. If you don't pursue it, you have to pursue excellence. Um Excellence is just not given to you. We wake up with the potential to be excellent every day, as we discussed last week. So, but if we don't do anything to achieve the excellence, what does it mean?
Nothing.
So, at some point, you have to put the work in. And if we get so used to this mindset of, oh, all we have to do is show up, oh, I really don't have to work hard, oh, all we need to do is this, we lose the pursuit of excellence. We dumb it
Understood.
down, we take anything, we set the expectations so low that we don't work for what we need to work for. So I just submit that we have to get back to basics. We have to get back to what we used to do in the old days. Our parents told us you have to work hard for what you want. You have to work hard for the things that you desire. You have to work
Wow.
hard. And so I think as a community, we need to get back to that mindset of we have to work hard for the things that we want. We are raising generation of people that have no work ethic. We are raising a generation of people that think they can come out of college and make $100,000 and have no skills. We are raising a generation of people that have no reasoning ability, no analytical thinking ability, no logical logic, no reasoning. They don't understand right from wrong. They have no concept of what a consequence is. And that undermines our ability to pursue excellence and be completely excellent.
You know,
Just
Nick, one of the things that I thought about when preparing for the show tonight, just as a thought, one of the things that I thought about is if we really think about it, and I was thinking about just a topic. Where did we drop the ball? Where did we drop the ball? And it's
mhm,
a lot that we can really, like, in discovery, putting it out there, But one of the things that I thought about is, and you just hit it, we are a generation, y'all, even if you look at videos today, men blaming women, women blaming men. Um, well, I I have bad behavior because men are this way. And I cheat because men do this. And I act this way because women are this. And women just want you to cash out and this, so forth, and the other. And one thing that I see that is missing, and you and I both know, where did personal accountability go?
Mm,
Where did it go that I understood that I am responsible? I'm responsible for my success. I'm responsible for what's been placed in my hand. Nobody is going to just give me anything. I'm responsible. I'm responsible. I got to show up and I got to do the work and I got to be consistent and I have to do it no matter how I feel, y'all, even right now in my own physical body, I have been having pains, legs, knees, arms, just a lot going on. But I do understand that every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, and I appreciate Nick that 2 weeks before last week, she covered it. She took it. She took the helm of the ship and she did it by herself and she covered it because I just wasn't feeling my best. But just understanding, like, there's no personal accountability. I am the way that I am, and it's everybody else's fault.
mm-hmm.
You 50 years old still talking about what your mama did and what your daddy didn't do. And at what point, at at what point
Do you let that go?
do you, yeah, and I understand. Listen, baby, you can very well be hurt over the things that people have done. And I got a two-word prophecy for you. Get help.
Right.
Get help. But I got another two-word prophecy for you. Grow
Move.
up.
Oh, I was gonna say move on.
Grow up. Because at what point do you take accountability? Yeah. When at 16 and 17, I can say that if my father had done a better job. Okay, yeah. But at 46, I'm still blaming my daddy for being a hoe at 46.
Right.
I'm still blaming my mama for having a bad attitude and can't get along with nobody at 53. At what point does self accountability come into play? And I believe that's one of the reasons why we have dropped the ball, because we are a society and we do not y'all, it ain't just women. Women think that accountability is a cuss word. Don't nobody
No,
like to
there
take
are men.
accountability.
There are men. If you can't be accountable for yourself, you can't be excellent. Because
Say it.
because part of the excellence is because when you are overcoming all of the obstacles,
Come on. Come on.
when you're overcoming all of the obstacles, it is the personal accountability that pushes you to move forward. If you have no accountability for yourself, you just sit there and you just be and you just take what is given to you and you just continue to blame everybody else. But when you are personally accountable to yourself, when you practice accountability, the accountability helps motivate you to move forward.
I like that.
Accountability doesn't allow you to sit and fester. Accountability pushes you forward. I'm gonna say accountability equates to that little small voice in our head that tells us, "Oh no, I shouldn't really be doing this." That's accountability. You can call it the Holy Spirit, you can call it the guardian angel, you can call it whatever you want to call it,
Come on.
but that's accountability. And when you don't have that little voice in your head moving you forward, calling you to the carpet on stuff, you know this ain't right. You know you're not supposed to be doing this. You know, you questioning what that's accountability. So when you're not operating in a space where you hear that voice, when you're holding yourself accountable, when you're undermining your own pursuit of excellence.
Say that one more time. I like that.
I don't know what I just said.
You're undermining your
Oh,
own pursuit of
you're
excellence. I
undermining
like
your
that.
own pursuit of excellence. The accountability helps you pursue excellence. So when you have no accountability, you are undermining your own pursuit of excellence.
I think we should get t-shirts and people ought to get a t-shirt. And on that t-shirt, you should say me versus me.
Mm.
Because we've blamed, y'all know, those of us that are, you got a little, little snow on your roof, little gray in your hair. We grew up in the era that, how many times that the white man and the white man and this man and that man and this and that. And we've heard so many of that. And listen, I know one thing: nothing and nobody has the power to hold me down worse than I can hold myself.
Mm.
There is nothing that nobody can do to me worse than what I can do to myself. The things that we allow and permit to keep us from being excellent and to keep us from being great. And we get to go out in the world and then have this badge where we put it on people and say, it's because of you that I'm not this. Listen, everything that I am and that I am not, it starts and stops with me. I don't care that my father, and I'm just saying it in a general sense, was an alcoholic. I don't care that my father was an abuser. I don't care that my mother had a bad attitude. I don't care that I came from a single family home. I don't care. Whatever the status is, whatever that thing is that you was brought up in, you have the power to say, and it stops with me.
Mm.
Stops with me. Stop with me. I don't have to accept this as my fate, as my purpose for being. I don't have to accept this. And so much of what we suffer and go through is simply because, going back to that thing, she says every day that you step out into the world, excellence. Every day. When my son gets out of the car every morning when I drop Princeton off at school, I look at him and I say, I love you, son. And he says, love you too, dad. And I look at him and I say, what are you? And he says, I'm a winner. And I look back at him and I said, and winners don't what? And he said, apologize for being you.
Because you can't apologize for your pursuit of excellence. Whatever has been placing you to achieve, that is what your pursuit of excellence is. So you can't apologize for that. Pat called me to the carpet last week on me finishing this one class for this degree. Life that life's things happen, and I have to make choices all the time. But I made a promise to myself to finish the degree this year. It will happen. This year. I will be Dr. Adrian this year.
Well, I was only returning a favor because I still got to mail you your shoe back from when you put it in my tail. Uh, so I was just, I was returning the favor. I just feel like that was my time to shine. I'm
I
going to get
mean,
you back.
and I'm glad you did that because what is on my calendar to do this week is to call the university
Absolutely. Come on.
and get that class on the schedule. And if they should decide that I need to take, two more classes because, I need to rework the dissertation, we'll get those 3 classes on the schedule, which equates to 8 weeks of class, so 24 weeks plus another month to do the study. So what's that? 24 weeks plus another month.
24.
That's 28 weeks.
That's it.
So and that's what 4 weeks in a month. So 5 months.
I know a teacher. I won't say her name on the air, but she works for my daughter's school. She is one of the best educators I have ever met. I love her passion. I love the way the students love her. I love the way she shows up every day. But if you listen to her story, this is what she will tell you. She says, I knew my capacity when I showed up at college.
Mm,
And she said that I understood that I didn't have the same work ethic as everybody else. And she said, I knew I wasn't that type of learner. But here's what she said. She says, I committed to taking one class at a time. And she said, it was one class at a time. And she said, and it took me 9 years to complete my degree. She says, but I did it.
but you did it.
One of the greatest teachers you will ever meet. Passion, love the kids, love what she does. But she wasn't the went to school, went there, did the summer classes, night classes, did it in 2.5, 3 years, came out. She did, but she understood the assignment and what it was going to take for her to accomplish what she needed to accomplish. And she did it. She finished it. Y'all, listen, for some of us, for some of y'all, you're Usain Bolt. Some of y'all, you're a sprinter. You jump in there and you get it. But then for some of you, hey, some of y'all, you a marathon runner. That
Hmm.
means you just can't, you have to go at your pace, and success and excellence, y'all, is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You got to show up. And today it's the javelin throw, and tomorrow it's the discus, and today it's swimming, and tomorrow it's a lake. Every life, every day is a different journey, a different path, a different decision that's going to lead me to excellence. But you got to be willing to show up every day and do the work.
You have to. You have to show up. You owe it to yourself
Come on.
to show up. The reason we drop the ball, where we drop the ball, is when we don't show up for ourselves. We don't show up for ourselves. We don't give ourselves the grace. We don't give ourselves the permission to be flexible and still achieve excellence.
And what I tell my son is, Nick, that's what apologizing is. When I say that winners don't apologize, that's what the apology look like. When you're not showing up and doing the work, when you're not showing up, when you know that this is where I should be and what I should be doing. So,
Hmm.
like I told him, I'm like, hey, and I'm teaching that to him now. He's on his way to high school, but I remind him every day. Y'all know in high school they don't hold your hand. I remember my first year in school, college, my professor walked in. Remember his name, George Galbraith. Walked in, he wrote something on the board. He turned around and he said, "Due in 30 days. Have a good day." First day of school, first day of class.
Because they don't care whether you show
He
up in class or not.
he came in and wrote it on the board and said, "Due in 30 days." And you hear people say, "Wait, wait, 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 wait. What are we supposed to do? How we figure?" He
Check your
says,
syllabus.
"You're in college.
Figure
Figure
it
it
out.
out." And walked out the room and
Because
didn't.
that's what they do. When you go to work, they don't tell you how to do it. You have to figure it out.
And if you don't, they'll they'll hire somebody that will.
That will. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like when I think about where we have dropped the ball, I think about we are raising a generation that does not know how to figure it out.
Because
Like
we've handicapped them.
we
We've
have
hand.
handicapped them. Like
Woo.
I remember, um, I want to say this was early 2000s because I was working at the lawyer's office after I had graduated. I was working at the lawyer's office in South Dallas, and I went to grab some lunch at McDonald's, and the cash register was down. And we all know cash registers are computerized. So all they have to do is hit the button of the picture or the word that says what you
Yep.
ordered, and it calculates everything and it
Yep.
spits out how much they need to give you for change and all of that.
Yep.
So the cash register was down, and this baby could not calculate how much
Bless it.
change to give me.
Bless her heart.
My meal was $5.55.
Bless her heart.
I gave this baby, I gave this baby $10, no, $20.55. She could not do the math to give me proper change without the computer telling her what the change was. And then she gave me back the wrong change and didn't understand when I gave it back to her why I gave her back, and had to call the manager. And the manager was like, what is the problem? Why are you giving her a hard time? And I said, I'm not giving her a hard time. She just gave me too much change back. Why can't she count the money? And the manager said, well, the system is down. So even the manager was co-signing on the foolishness. Regardless of whether the system was down or not, you should be able to count change.
Wow. Wow. And your order was 555 and you gave her 20.55.
Yes.
Father God. Father Abraham had many sons.
Can we whiteboard solutions? Is that what Cody said? Yeah, I don't have my glasses on. Can we whiteboard solutions? I'd be happy to whiteboard solutions, but I don't know how to use the whiteboard on this platform. So,
Well, you know what?
um,
Let's just dive into one particular thing, and then maybe as we go along, and I would even poll this to the audience. Y'all, there was a study that was done at Harvard, and they said that the problem is that we have a generation that don't know how to think. So you think about something that you just said, Nick, that is just so important. Watch this. You don't even have to now understand a POS system.
mm-mm,
Used to be back in the day, y'all, POS, if y'all know the old school, those of you that's from Dallas, I'm talking about before it became Fiesta, I'm talking about when it was min yards. And you had to, when them people at the cash register, it sounded like a typewriter clicking, it, click, 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 and it sounded, they had an understanding of what that stuff is. But now, like she just said, if you go into McDonald's, all you have to do is push the picture that says fries and then push the one that says large. You ain't even got to fix the drink no more. There's an automated system that the cup drops in, turns around, fills it with ice. It's like everything is automated now. We've literally taken away, y'all, and it's sad to say it, but they don't even know how to think now that
no,
if some of that stuff goes down, they don't know what to do.
they don't know what to do.
They can't process. And this is the challenge. We can't process. And so I've challenged many people as far as following instructions because y'all, we know how to follow instructions. Y'all don't believe it? I'm going to show y'all. Black people know how to follow instructions. Every family reunion, we follow instructions. When they turn the DJ on, right foot stomp. Mm-hmm. Left foot stomp. Mm-hmm. You cha-cha with your left.
And
You
you got
cha-cha
that
with
with
your
your
right.
right.
You turn to
Sure.
your left and move to your right. Back
So you can
it
follow
up.
instructions.
And jump. And you are following instructions. Every single solitary thing that those songs tell you, and Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, and all these songs that give you instructions, and we follow them, we enjoy them, but you don't realize that there is a skill that is being done, and listening is a skill. But the
Mhm.
sad reality is we've lost the skill of thought. And we don't know how to process. We don't know how to improvise. We don't know how to pivot. We don't know if something don't work, then we just shut the whole thing down. I've seen people cook and miss one ingredient and throw the whole dish in the trash because they're missing one ingredient. And y'all know Big Mama be like, oh, we ain't got no eggs. Put some mayonnaise in that cornbread. See, y'all don't even know. See, y'all don't even know. It tasted the same, but you didn't even know she ran out of eggs and it was still just as fluffy.
Because mayonnaise is made out of eggs.
Come on.
I'm just saying.
Thank you. Thank you. But when you talk about black excellence, y'all, I don't want us to think, and you notice even to this point, we haven't named one, we don't, one successful person. This ain't about Garrett Morgan and who created the gas mask and Maya Angelou and Night Ride in the Dark. We ain't talking about, no, I'm talking about Clarence that works at Jiffy Lube, father of three, but he refuses to allow his children to go to bed hungry.
Mhm. Like we touched on last week. Any anything you do or anything that you are pursuing is what your pursuit of excellence is. Is it the degree that you want? Is it the business you want to start? Is it the family that you're trying to rear and raise? Is it the values you're instilling in your kids? Is it That's all a pursuit of excellence.
Of excellence.
So where we're dropping the ball is we're getting caught up in what society has defined as excellent or the pursuit of excellence. And we are forgetting as a community what brought us. Our pursuit of excellence has always been the previous generation telling the current generation to proceed and pursue more. My mama always told me, I want you to do better than what I did.
I
She
was just about to say that. But now parents are their children's competition.
We are the children's competition now. Like it has always been the reason I want how can I say this?
Just say it.
The reason I went to college was because my parents, both of them, Larry McCoy and Glenda Joyce, both of them instilled in me, Nick, you need your degree. We didn't get the degree, but you need your degree. Mom had some college, but she never finished her college degree. Daddy never went to college. He never graduated with a 4-year degree. He got some certificates. He got an associate degree in some things. But my daddy never got a 4-year degree.
Wow.
But what he told his daughter was go get your degree. So my pursuit of excellence has always, Nick, you go get the next level. When I got the 4-year degree, I took a step back and went and got a 2-year degree for paralegal because everybody kept telling me I couldn't get the paralegal job unless I had the associate degree, but I already had a bachelor's degree. So why are you tripping on me having an associate when I already got a bachelor's? But again, black excellence. Because what you telling me I can't do, I just went and got the 2-year degree. because you kept telling me I needed it.
And then we talking about Patrick that came from a father that my dad used to have to, and I really honor him for it because he was a really hard worker. But one thing that my dad, I discovered, like when I got grown, that my father couldn't read. My dad only had like a sixth grade education. And one of the things that I learned is that my dad, what he used to do, like when he would go to work, because he worked construction and other things. And what my dad used to do is, when you work constructions, you have certain sites that you have to show up on. So my daddy had a routine that no matter where he went the same way everywhere he went. He drove the same direction because he understood the streets. And what he used to do is when he get to one that he didn't recognize, he would literally pause and he would line the letters up to make them match. And when I discovered that my father used to have to do stuff like that to survive and make it, it made me have a different understanding about him. Uh, but at the same time, it also gave me a deeper appreciation for my own life and saying, hey, you know, it's because of the sacrifices that he made that now why would I then turn around and cheapen my
Mhm.
education when I got a father that is showing me how hard just to not even be able to read. And I didn't get it at first, so he would say, hey, boy, sign that for me. And you would have to sign something that he had to. And I didn't even understand it then. And I understood it later that the reason why is because he couldn't even read it. He didn't
Yep.
even know what it was saying. Because our favorite words growing up in the hood was ask your mama.
Ask your mama. Why? Because back then, even though the thought process was women didn't know nothing, usually women still had more education than the men.
Than the men. And so y'all black excellence, we really have to um, and we can go into some other things as it relates to it. I don't even want to have a conversation about relational dynamics and that type of stuff today. I'm talking about just what you desire for self, what I want for myself, what I'm striving to accomplish for myself, showing up every day just for myself, doing the work for myself. You know, we have to get beyond this um mediocrity and that'll do. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I'm just gonna tell you about Patrick. Patrick hates eating off of dishes that are chipped.
Mm, say that.
I don't like chipped dishes, chipped glasses, chipped cups, plates, the plate brown, but it got 50 little white nicks in it where it done been. Listen, I almost cussed. Throw the daggone thing away.
I don't even like eating off paper plates. I really don't. I'd rather eat off my dishes.
And so when we talk about excellence, I don't even think that's something that is so simple. People don't even talk about little simple things like that. Like we don't even realize how just the way you live. Come on, y'all that drive your car and you got 12 pair of shoes behind your seat. Why? And you got four jackets and three cups and a McDonald's bag, a Taco Bell bag, a Burger King bag, a Popeyes bag. You got a nugget in your floor, old fries that done got so hard that you can use them to scrape things off the concrete. You done had a cup that done sat in your cup holder so long that the bottom of the cup done bottomed out, and now you got a sticky syrup in your cup holder in your car, and got the nerve to have a Febreze clip in the air vent. Why? No, clean the car.
I think okay. So what I hear you saying is, and Nicole said, bended forks. Um, Uh,
Thank you,
what
Nicole.
what I hear you said is,
Hmm.
uh, we have dropped the ball in preparing the landscape for which we're pursuing our excellence.
Yes. Yes.
So whether that means you
Yes.
got to clean your car, you got to clear the clutter, you got to prepare your mind. Um, we have to. I hope you saw the solutions that I listed, Coley. And I keep doing some more solutions. So number, I think I stopped at 6. So number 7 would be avoid mediocrity, and number 8 would be prepare your landscape.
We really, you know what? And oh God, it's not an indictment, y'all. I'm not judging anybody, and I'm not telling anybody to be like me because I do realize that just off the rip, I am OCD by nature. Just that's just me. So I don't expect the people. But here's what I think, and I don't even want to say here's what I think, y'all. The reality is again when I think about what something costs, what you have to pay for it. So, and I'm gonna literally uh, pull the thought into why I feel the same way about life, education, and everything else. Because if you look at what you paid for that car, look at what you paid for those clothes, look at what you paid for, when you understand what you paid for it, it has a value. And because it has a value, God, y'all, this is the reason why it is so easy for us to mistreat people because we don't value them. We don't see the value. I don't see the value in having this person in my life and the value for having. So when you think about, what we have and your ability to do, y'all, I've been off my job for a whole week. I haven't been to work for a whole week. And I came in today to a complete chaotic scene where everything was messy and nasty and the whole night. And you'll know how you're valued and how much and you got managers walking up to you saying, yeah, man, you've truly been missed. And they're showing you they understand your value. They understand what you bring to the table when you show up every day. And I don't think we really understand for the stuff that we mistreat from our cars to our houses to our homes. And some of you are praying for a house, but your apartment is dirty. You'll get the message in a minute. Because to whom much is given,
Much is required.
much is required. And we keep begging and asking God, and we're asking life for more. And notice I'm speaking, and you're asking the universe, and whatever you believe your faith is, wherever that lies, but you're asking for more. But you can tell that you really don't honor it because you don't respect what you already have. How? Because you don't treat it excellently. I dare some of you to go and pull up that show and look it up. Go look up the show Hoarders and look how difficult it is for people, watch this, to part ways with trash
Right. That part.
because that's what it is. You got somebody that got newspapers from 1975. Lord have mercy, baby. You didn't read the newspaper when you got it in 1975. What you still holding it for? But if you ever see that show Hoarders, you will see how people literally go through the process of trying to get rid of old stuff. And they have to fight with them to say, hey, like, okay, like you got to stop fighting us on this. We're trying to help you. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. We're trying to do this. We're trying. And literally, it's the same thing over and over and over. And I watch those shows, and my heart grieves for those people because they're literally fighting to hold on to trash. Hear the message. They're fighting to hold on to trash. And we have not gotten the understanding that when it comes to excellence, it has to become two things in my book: a habit and a standard.
Ooh, wait. Say that one more time.
I said excellence must become a habit and a standard. It's my standard. Excellence is my standard. It's my standard. You can't get anything else from me but that. When you see me coming, you know I'm coming with something because that's my standard. I'm showing up that way 10 times out of 10 every day of the week. That's how Patrick gonna show up to the cause. Hey, excellence is my standard. It's my standard. And you're free to do it. You can call me what you want. He think he better. No, I don't think I'm better. You
I
think
know.
I am. I'm just who I am, and I'm not going to stop being me to make you feel better. No, listen to this. Listen to this. And Nick, I know you're taking good notes. Do you understand that every single time that insecurity meets confidence, it calls it arrogance? And there's people that would love to just label you as arrogant and you think you're this and you think you're better and you think and da 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 da. And they love to put those labels on you because you choose to show up excellent in the world every day. In the way that you dress, in the way that you look, in the way that you talk. And while we on that subject, can somebody please tell me in the chat what the hell is talking white?
I can tell you that, teacher.
Because I know how to conjugate a verb.
Yep.
That's talking white.
Yep. Because I'm using grammatically correct sentences.
And I can elucidate proficiently.
I see I've been over here taking notes. Um taking notes from what we've been discussing. Um good goodness. Okay, Nick and Pat, where is the book? Funny you should say that, but we'll tell you about that later.
Come on.
It's coming.
Tell them to get out of tell them to get out of our prophetic. Get out of it. Get out of there.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Um whew, how we gonna close this, Pat? Um Remember that you are excellent every morning that you wake up. And you have to decide to choose to be excellent. Every choice that you make can put you in the pursuit of your excellence or can diminish your pursuit of your excellence. Um, Pat just said it. It has to be a habit and it has to be a standard. Where we are dropping the ball is we are not preparing ourselves to be excellent. We have decided that participation is enough. So we're dropping the ball in our own pursuits of excellence because we're not prepared to be excellent and we are not preparing the generations behind us as
That's
well.
good. That's good.
Um, we got to go back to what they did in the old days. They pushed us to be excellent. They pushed a narrative on us. They pushed being ready. They pushed being prepared. They pushed you need to achieve. They pushed be better than I am. Um, and we are not doing that for the generations behind us. We are giving them excuses teaching them excuses, giving them ways out. We're not allowing them to learn the lessons that we learned that help push us forward and push us along the way. Um, if I have one more parent give me an excuse as to why their child cannot read, cannot understand consequences, cannot uh, reason and practice analytical concepts, I think I'm gonna lose my mind, and I might probably have to. They might put me in jail because I really do want to slap them.
But they know all the Cardi B lyrics.
But they know all the lyrics to all of these rap songs. They know all the lyrics to everything. They know every video game and how to play it, but they have no concept of work ethic, no concept of values. No, they don't value anything. They don't. Let me get off my soapbox. That is our downfall, and that is why we have dropped the ball. That is how we dropped the ball. That is why the pursuit of Black excellence is compromised. Parting thoughts?
I want to leave you with a parting thought. Train up a child on the way that he is to go, and when he is old, he will not
How did I
depart. When you are training up a child, you're not training your children. Watch this. Like, even though I play music, I never wanted any of my children to be musicians. But if they showed a passion for music, then I pushed them in the area of the gift because they showed an interest. So when you train them up in the purpose for which God allowed them to be.
Mm,
Parents, you're going to have to get back to seeing. That's what even intimacy is with your spouses and mate, different show. Seeing into the person that you're doing life with, knowing their purpose and knowing how I've been assigned to bring life to that purpose. Women give life both naturally and spiritually. And so if you in the thick of somebody in life and they're not giving birth to who you are, find you a different bertha. At the end of the day, train your child up in where they are to go. Know the purpose for which they've been created to be and push them toward their purpose. And when they get old, though life get hard, though situations hit them, though challenges exist, they will not depart because you have trained them to be excellent.
we'll see y'all next week.
And
Same
if this
time, same
and if this
channel.
word has been a blessing to you, we got ways to give on the screen. Huh?
Ah!
I'm gonna get me some tithe and offering. The devil is a lie.
That's just the preacher, Angie. That's the preacher. That's the preacher. That is the preacher.
Hey
I
Nick, love you, girl. Thank you.
love y'all. Peace.
Peace.